We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. Room to run at the 40. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, 49ers.
Watch the running back's patience here, Mike. He's slow, and then he hits it. That's the key here. If he goes too fast, their linemen aren't ready yet. Really well executed, great run.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback, working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
A run here with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And the 49er first down.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and
all right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. will take a 3-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. So a big one there to start the drive. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers 12-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He'll get this out wide. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Niners 7-yard line.
Now here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
That is caught to the goal line and in. Devin Duvernay. Touchdown, Bears. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bears 7, 49ers 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Niners heading out in their NFL rivalry-inspired uniforms for the faithful. That's the term the 49ers supporters use throughout the years. But if you look closely, you see faithful is written above the numbers on the front. And those numbers really stand out, a nod to the graphic style or font, if you will, that was used during that golden era of 49er football. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Still manage only a couple. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. They'll go play action with Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Purdy. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Bears 40-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
3rd down. Purdy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burden. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
And I I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan in the toss. Healthy gain, and they pick up the first down.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get 24 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. A play fake. Now Williams, headed left, buying time. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
14 more yards.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. They'll run with Swift. A short game, down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Off play action. Here's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is caught, back corner of the end zone. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears extend their advantage to 14-3.
49ers 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Look to hit him with the jet sweep here to begin this drive. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
He'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Garrett Wallow on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Working across the field. He's going to find more. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards.
A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Bears 1st down.
24-yard gain.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Give up the middle with Swift. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the give, it is Manunga. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
And that is incomplete.
Williams pass.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears going to open up a 17-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Niners offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll motion a tight end right. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
3rd down and 9. Now Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. On the give, here's Swift. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
34-yard line.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
That's good for a Bears.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about 1 yard or 2.
On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 11
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And that will lead to a second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here comes 3rd and 6. That one on target to Moore. And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown Bears. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bears extend to a 24-3 lead.
49ers 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The 49ers offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. Kittle is the man in motion. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Purdy. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
12 yards.
That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
A first down throw for Purdy. Open man is Robinson.
Complete to DeMarcus Robinson. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll find his man. That's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
The motion man here is Bourne. Back to the air is Purdy.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Again in the air for Purdy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Montez Sweat in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's to the tight end, Komet. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Here's a handoff to Swift. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. D. Winters there to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
On the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Here's Swift. Making guys miss, and he's in. DeAndre Swift Touchdown, Chicago. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On is Santos for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
49ers 3. Santos.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. Whoa! A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
Trying to bounce that one outside, but only to be able to get back to the original line of scrimmage.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, you're able to get you down for a loss.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of
The best
6.
quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Tyreek Stevenson that time, in from his spot on the edge to record the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
The 49ers out for the punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
At the 17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll put Loveland in motion. Off play action. Here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
6 yards.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Again, it's McCaffrey. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have a 49ers 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Pass midfield to the 45. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
22 yards.
22 yards, the pickup there. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
from the 29. Here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
One of the tight ends in motion right. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The stop made by Andrew Billings. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 16-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Play action now. Purdy. He'll get this out to the left flat. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and goal. Purdy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach 4th down by what they call on 3rd down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on 4th. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on 4th down is leaning towards settling for 3.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. Now Purdy. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point, and now they'll try to finish up strong. On 1st down, it's Swift. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And That's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 23, here's 2nd and a yard. They're going to run it here with Manunga. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a gain of 28.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down.
And this is how you just keep wearing down a defense. You find yourself with a pretty big lead. Now can they just lean on this run game the rest of the way and close this game out with a win?
On the ground, here is Manunga. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 6.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A play fake. Now Williams to the left side into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone inside the 20. They get 18 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no...
Good blocking, and he's in. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will add one more onto their big lead.
49ers 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The 49ers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Kittle is the man in motion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Open man is Jennings. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This one is caught by Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Give him 14 on that one. First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Purdy to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Back at the 32.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd down, Purdy. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
49-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll start on the ground with Swift. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Darrell Luter on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 3rd and 7. On the give, it is Manunga. Looking at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
The Bears send out their punt team. And he's on to punt for just the 2nd time in this game. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone, and this drive will begin with 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. Has an opening, past the 40. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers cut into the lead a little bit.
49ers 13.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Duvernay on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Bears take over.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll put Loveland in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Swift out of bounds at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. A run here with Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Luke Gifford on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
3rd and 7. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. In a game that was expected to be a cakewalk, pretty much turned out that way. Their class just much the best in this one, as they cruise to an easy road victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.